Hello, I'm Sherilyn, your host for Adventures of a Music Educator. This is the podcast where I share my journey in music teaching. Sometimes I also like to speak to interesting people who may add value to my learning journey. In this episode, I speak to Amanda Ong, the owner of Fusion Music Studio Puchong. She is a member of my online learning community for music teachers, and I invited her to this podcast episode to talk about the changing landscape of music center business in Malaysia during this pandemic. Sit back and relax while tuning in to this episode for the next 1 hour. So this episode, I have Amanda Ong here. She is one of my membership teachers actually.
Yes.
So I would like Amanda to, can you introduce a bit about yourself, what you do, and maybe share a bit of how we got to know each other.
Okay, Ken. Hi, my name is Amanda Ong. I'm from Fusion Music Studio Puchong. So I get to know Sherilyn from my sister. My sister name is Felicia. She kept telling me how cool is her sifu. Yeah, she taught her a lot of things, especially the music score, how to make our own score. Not only just the piano score, ukulele score and drums, music score, all are very useful. And also other things lah. So that's why I was very admire her talent and I want to get to know about her. So I joined her membership class.
Thank you.
But I think she's really very talented lah. Yeah, you are very talented.
Thank you.
So I really, if I have time, I really want to watch through all your podcasts and all your things.
Amanda is a very busy businesswoman, So, but it's okay. Every now and then we do communicate. And I find that nice because I don't think I get to chat with other music teachers a lot. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not really.
Because I think you're a very interesting person and I know I a lot of things that I want to ask you and you're so helpful,
I hope to solve everyone's problem lah. That's my hope lah. Okay. Can you share a bit about your background as in did you study music?
Actually,
before?
No. I was a chemist,
Wow.
I got a degree in chemistry.
Okay.
I am very passionate about science actually.
I see.
My favorite subject actually science.
Wow. So
Yes.
how did you make that transition?
I've been teaching piano since I was 20 years old. About 20 years old or 21 years old, something like that. Mm-hmm. So my father say, you're going to university, I buy you a car, but you need to pump petrol yourself. So where should I get the money? So I teach piano.
Wow.
So I've been teaching piano since then. That is why I have almost 17 years of piano teaching experience. Then you know my age. Yeah. So I was a chemist and I worked in the lab. After I graduated from my university, I worked in the lab and I fainted in the lab because actually I got asthma. Yeah, so I cannot smell the certain chemicals and I'm about to get married also. So my family members actually discouraged me to continue to work as a chemist.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been ongoing teaching piano. So I was like, what should I do from now? I cannot work as a chemist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I also don't want to work in the office. What's the point, right? I got a degree in chemistry and then I work in the office. So I was thinking, why not full-time teach piano? So that's why how I started to teach piano and I really like children. Mm-hmm. So that's why that time I started seriously to looking into early childhood music program. So the first program that I taught was Music Garden. Music Garden.
But you were working for other people?
That time I already a full-time piano teacher. I teach a lot of places. Center, sometimes it's home piano, a lot of places. And also teaching Music Garden and kindergarten teaching music class. Mm-hmm. And then that time because I got a degree in chemistry, I even teach chemistry SPM student and STPM student.
Wow. Okay, but I guess you don't do that anymore.
No. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Yes.
Yeah.
So how long did it took you to decide that I'm going to start my own
music school? Yes, that was actually not me. I was very comfortable teaching piano at other people's place. I already have my eldest son. I already have my first baby at the time. My baby was only like 1 years old, 2 years old. Then my sister suddenly say one day, "Jie, let's open a music school ourselves." Yeah, actually, it's tiring. I remember when I was pregnant with my eldest son, I have to travel to so many places. I'm teaching. Me and my sister is teaching from Putrajaya, Bangi, USJ, Subang, Puchong, all Sapu. At center also we go and teach. How also we go and teach. So you see, the travel time is really a lot. And then it's like very tiring. I almost got into an accident actually. Because the time was so back to back. I need to reach the student house by 8, and it's already like 7:45. I left 15 minutes to reach that place. And I was late. Sometimes it's very hard to control our timing. Maybe student came back late from school, then will make our time like getting late and late and late. So that's why I feel like very tiring. Then my sister say, I think we have enough lah. We should just start our own music school. Then we can save the time from traveling. So that time, both of us already have a number of students in Puchong area already. So when we start off that time, our student all together, both of us add together like about 50 students to start off. About that she got 25, I got 25. So we mix together, we got 50.
Wow.
So that's from there we grow. Then we recruit more teachers, and then we have more students. That's how we started our music school.
And when was that officially?
9 years ago, 2012, 9 years ago.
Oh,
Uh,
that's pretty long.
long. And another reason why we want to have our own music school is we want to buy our own coffee machine, and don't need to depart so early from our house.
Yeah.
We just drive. It's very near our music school from my house, like 15 minutes drive. Drive slowly there and enjoy our coffee.
Yeah, it's nice to have your own pantry, that's for sure.
Yes, own pantry. Because last time when we go and work at other music school, we have to reach there by a certain time. I have to be very rushing. I have to pass through toll, faster go McDonald's and tapao the breakfast, and then actually very messy,
Okay.
And it's very rushing, every time very rushing. It's actually very tiring, and no place to park.
Just in case the listeners who are tuning in, they want to know what is tapao. Tapao is actually a word for takeaway.
Takeaway, yeah. Takeaway.
It's a Hokkien dialect. Actually, it's a Chinese Hokkien dialect. Tapao means takeaway. Yeah, because I do have some. Apparently, I do have some international listeners. So.
Okay.
So we will know.
Okay.
We cannot assume that my listeners are all Malaysians. Yeah.
Okay.
So just give some context. Okay. Yeah, that's a good introduction about yourself. Actually, I didn't know much about you prior to this. So it's nice to know. I find it very interesting to know how music teachers become music teachers. Like yourself, you're actually originally a chemist.
Chemist, yes.
But like your sister Felicia, was she doing something else?
She studied business actually that time and was helping my father. My father have his own business now. But her interest is in music also actually. So I already started to teach piano. So she followed my footsteps, and she loves children also. Actually, we have very good feedback from a lot of parents that we are really very nice with the children. Children really loves us very much. Yes.
That's good.
Even before she have her own baby, she really she got a lot of fans, little fans from her little students.
Okay, that's nice, to have some little fans.
Yeah,
every now
because if you sincerely and teach the children can feel it themselves. Yes.
Children don't lie.
They don't lie. They're very honest. Like now, pandemic. I mean, before MCO when we teach music class, of course we cannot hug each other or high five. So the kids will come and hug you and high five, and I say no, social distancing. Yeah.
Okay. So just to give some context to this podcast episode, actually I invited Amanda to talk a little bit about the changing landscape of music center business in Malaysia, because a lot has changed since last March, and it's more than a year already.
Yes.
So, and the other reason why I invited her onto the podcast is also because I have seen her doing very different things. I would say different things that I have not seen other music center or other academies doing. The way you promote yourself, that's one. The way you are conducting lessons, and I can see that there is positive growth. I observe, even though I didn't know you very well before this, but I can see there's positive growth around your music teaching business. So before we get there, can you maybe share with our listeners what are the norms actually? What was the things that we have done before the pandemic in music teaching business?
Teaching business.
Yeah, like in Malaysia, especially, like how is music teaching business like? Can you describe?
Usually normally music school will hire part-time teacher or full-time music teacher, or some running as a business partner style with music teacher, like we are business partner or something like that. But regardless, the different ways of hiring teachers are most important is integrity. Because there's actually a lot of freelance piano teacher, they hop around music school and they just take the center student as their own. So actually a lot of things this happen. Although we don't own any students, but this is about integrity and ethical lah. So that's why a lot of music school also having this problem. So what we can do is we provide a more supportive platform, a more supportive music school for the teachers, so that the teachers can feel that it is better to tap on and leverage on our system than doing things themselves. For example, taking attendance, collecting fees, and if they need any support in terms of resources, we can give them, so they can save their time. Then they will know that if stick to the music school, this is what they get. If they are on their own, then they are on their own. Everything they have to run their own.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct. Yeah, because when I was doing my master's 2 years ago, I started to teach piano properly for the first time, because before that I didn't really teach piano. So my experience in teaching piano is very minimal actually. So I started to get to know, how is it like working for music centers in my locality, where I stay in Klang. So many music centers. So in a way I kind of hopped, because the first one that I went to, they were accessible in the sense that they keep hiring teachers. But I find it very hard to stay there for more than 6 months because of the way they manage the school, the way they manage the center. Yeah. So just to give some context to our listeners, music studios in Malaysia, it's run like a business. It's not like a academy. Actually, we don't have many proper music academies. Right, we always have to call it music centers, music studios. Of course, some studios are real jamming studios. Yeah. I think the real academies are like those corporate style one, like Bentley Music, Yamaha Music. A few others they have popped up in the last few years, but these are the main ones. But generally, the ones that we can find near us are called music centers, music studios. Yeah. So like what Amanda shared just now, the integrity part of the business is quite
actually tough. Teachers come and go is very normal, but they don't do things like telling lies, like this children is not interested to learn, but actually they are taking this student as their home piano students, and then the parents start to say things like, oh, my child not interested, but actually behind there's another arrangement, because a lot of things, this kind of thing happens around, but we cannot control. Like I say, what we can do is our center provide better services, like we always give trial class. Me and my sister always give trial class. That's why our sign-up rate is so high that the teacher do not worry that they don't have student. If their student go, they another come. If another go, they're very fast to come. The intake is so fast that the teacher do not worry they have empty slot. Because last time when I was a freelance piano teacher, I work at this music school. Let's say my gap, I got 1 o'clock got class, I have to wait until 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock then I have class. Imagine that 3 hours gap, I got so many students, right? I can fit in like at least 6, if half an hour one. So it's quite wasted to wait. So at my music school, I can only give you a promise, you won't need to wait. The intake is really very fast.
Yes. That's good actually.
Because me and my sister very hardworking giving trial class. So that's why our intake is very fast. And the trial class is done by us, not by a teacher. So they do not worry about getting wasting their time or what, Yes. But we need to bring the student and the parents to take a look at the teacher. This will be your future teacher. We will introduce them. That's it lah. And for the parents, so what we can do is we provide extra service so that the parents don't go. to be the home piano teacher. So what can we do? Like we have group theory class. We provide group theory class, and it's for free, complimentary for every student.
Oh.
Yeah, like last month we have our online theory exam. Like change format. We have using the software. Actually, I conducted a group class for my grade 5 student and parents. I taught them. I walked them through together how to download the software together. I guide them remotely through Zoom because that time already MCO. They cannot come to my center for exam. So I teach them how to scan. I taught them everything lah. And everybody done the exam smoothly without any problem or hang or something.
That's good. That's good.
So this is the service that I provide for my student and my teachers.
That's good. This is my first time hearing about this because I can see that other teachers are struggling in this area.
Like the online video submission for the practical exam performance grade, and also the online theory exam. Actually, it's very new to everybody. So what me and my sister do, of course, we are fear also, but we need to take the lead. If we can take the lead, we have a better chance to get even more students because we experience really how to do it.
Yeah. It's always good to try first, right?
Yes, always to try first.
Have to try first.
Yes,
always
I try first.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the spirit that I sense in you and your sister. You're always like, just do it first.
Yeah, just do it because you cannot run away. If you run away, if you skip this May online exam, we gotta wait to know when, And at least next time I advertise, I have experience guiding my student and parents how to do this exam.
Yeah, correct. I think that's what a lot of parents want. They want assurance.
Yes.
Parents that
if the piano teacher cannot tell them, I'm not sure, I have never done this before, all these things, do you think they have confidence with you? And even though during last month when I tried to guide my parents that about this online exam, I tell them straightforward, this is the first time in Malaysia, but you don't worry, I'll be there to help you to troubleshoot together with you.
That's good.
This is what I do.
That's really, really good. So that's like, I think this is really my first time hearing a school provide a lot of service is one lah, but yes, for customers they call it service but for us it's like it's a way to sustain the business and people talk about it, right? Yes. I believe the parents, your parents, talk about it, and I think that's what we want, right? In music teaching business, we want that word of mouth kind of thing. Yeah, and then I just want to talk a little bit about one more common practice in music teaching business is normally the music centers, yes, they offer lessons, individual and group, but on the sites, some schools also sell instruments, they sell books. Do you do that as well, or you fully focus on the teaching side?
We also provide selling instruments and books, but mainly is focused on teaching. Keyboards, especially keyboards, nowadays you can get it easily and very cheap at the online store. So we mainly focus on teaching, but coming forward, I will promote some digital piano. It seems like a lot of people more prefer digital piano than the upright piano and the keyboard, because right now, like MCO, pandemic, you want to go and test the piano, the upright piano, it's kind of a bit difficult, the arrangement, yes. And if you want to buy online without testing it, also you feel no confidence. But digital instruments is okay.
And I think you can't run away from packaging it in your online lessons now also,
yes.
Right?
Yes, in fact, actually, me and my sister is looking into a package, like a rent to own. You rent it and you to own. Yes. Or we package together with the fees. Because nowadays, keyboard not very expensive. We can package together with fees. Like you sign up 6 months class, you get a half price keyboard. Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very... on Instagram, if you ever have time, they call it teacherpreneur. Teacher plus entrepreneur.
Okay.
This is very...
yeah.
I like hearing stories about teachers become entrepreneur because usually in people's mindset, teacher teach. They
Yes.
don't really care. Or I feel generally a lot of teachers are scared. They're not confident to go and reach out to learn about entrepreneurship. Yeah, selling themselves.
Yes.
It's a very hard thing, right, for music
Yes,
teachers.
yes.
What do you think about that?
You need to adapt lah. Because ever since last year MCO pandemic, a lot of things happened. So after that, I learned what I need to do. I even changed my logo. My logo now is yellow and blue. Last time I like pink, purple, very girl lah. Yeah. But now my logo is yellow and blue. Why is it blue? It's like water. We must be adaptable. Okay, water can be so strong like hydroelectric. It can generate electric and give you power. And yellow is glowing, and you will grow. That's why I changed my logo color to yellow and blue. Last time my sister say, I thought you like the red and pink. I like this kind of colors one. My old logo is like very this kind of color, pink, red, like that. But that time I have no direction. But since last year, after what I have experienced, then I know that we must have a goal and have a direction. That's why I totally changed my logo.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, it gives you, how to say, brand.
Yes.
You're establishing
brand.
your brand. Yeah, that's something that is very new to us, right? Especially for music teachers in Malaysia. I think it's a very new thing because we never think about branding ourselves.
Yeah. Actually, nowadays, it's everything about brand. Even as an insurance agent, you cannot just go outside and sell insurance just like that. You have to brand yourself as a different, like a financial advisor or consultant. Name yourself as a consultant. It makes yourself different a bit.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's how we can, stand out from the rest, right? Otherwise, it's like, it will be just like, Amanda Music.
Yeah, you see now my
business.
title is Amanda Ong Music Academy Piano Coach instead of piano teacher.
Yeah, I noticed that. I also did something similar in the beginning when I was I started to create like name cards for myself.
Okay.
Especially when I was started to do my masters at that time. So for don't know what reason, I decided that I want to do a name card. So instead of putting there Sherilyn music teacher, I don't like the word teacher. I don't know why.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. Teacher's not a bad thing, but branding myself in that way doesn't sound very nice. So you know what I did? I changed that to music educator.
Yes, educator is one of the word that you can change.
Yeah, because I felt like, yes, I'm a teacher, but I think I do more than just teaching.
Teacher.
I feel like I do more than that. So I want it to be like sound more all-rounder. In that sense.
I put coach because I'm not really just educate and teach, I inspire and motivate them like a mentor, like a coach. So to let my student know that I walk this music learning journey together.
That's really nice. And yeah, I like this whole vibe lah. It's very nice that people that finally that there are a group of music educators in Malaysia now start to see potential in branding themselves.
Yes,
certain ways.
It's very important actually.
Yeah, and I think it also, it encourages, I think, potential students, potential parents also, right? They see like, wow, piano coach, it's not just a piano teacher.
Yeah, so that's why our tagline is a bit different.
Oh, what's your business tagline?
Let your music learning journey start from us. Because we want to, I even asked my team of teachers. We have 20 teachers piano teacher and guitar and drum. I put them and tell them we are not just music educator, we are music coach, we are coach. Yeah, we motivate and inspire students. We don't just teach. Because you inspire a student, it's like a lifelong kind of a process that make them self-motivate until like forever. If you teach it's just teach and go, and then here come in, there goes out.
Yeah.
But you inspire them deeply, it was just in there.
Yep. It will stay there. Yeah, it will stay there and leave a good impression. Yeah, I think that's the word. I just wonder, like, how did you get to this point of rebranding yourself this way? Like,
It was
I'm sure you have some outside help of some sort.
actually last year MCO was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was just suddenly just frozen, like time frozen like that.
Yeah.
You cannot predict the future. Like everything is so uncertain. Actually, I've been through like it's very depression at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then students not willing to continue music. But I understand also they cannot accept the online class. Not just cannot accept the online class, is parents themselves also don't know what's going on in future. Everything just stopped just like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then me and my sister don't want to give up. So we just conduct online demo. We start with our loyal customer, like our own student.
Mm-hmm.
So we tested on them. Then we see how check the sounds, everything with the Zoom, everything. So we non-stop. But then since then, we non-stop fine-tune our online piano teaching and finally able to convert most of them to online. Yeah, so it's like quite successful. But along the way, I joined BNI. BNI is a Business Networking International.
Mm-hmm.
It's a networking platform.
Mm-hmm.
I met a lot of entrepreneurs there, a lot of businessmen there, and I have a lot of resources there.
Mm-hmm.
I have a social media specialist. Her name is Megan Yap. She did a very, very good job. So she helped me to rebrand myself, everything. I even have a wealth coach. That's why I like to use the word coach, because the wealth coach actually guide me how to find my direction. Yeah, so that's how I grow, and so we just keep growing from then, since then, with the help of BNI, and now I'm the president of the chapter, BNI chapter.
Yeah, I saw. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I find it quite inspiring because I have heard of BNI. So, and similar kind of organization. I was also approached before for this kind of things. I'm just, in a way, this is my personal view, because I'm not convinced, because I feel like my direction is not like what you're doing. I have a different kind of aspiration for my career, so I don't feel the need to jump into this. Yeah, so I have different kinds of aspiration. I'm not business orientated kind of person. I'm more towards wanting to help others, wanting to educate, help people, experience growth in their career. I mean, like, right, my platform, Cherthemusic, actually, the community is very small, still very small. I could have make it very big with, mentors like you have. But I just also was in that uncertain place because I was doing my master's, and the whole point of me doing my master's was to experience a growth in my career, because I started teaching in international schools. I have never done freelance prior to that. So I'm always heading into that direction, academic direction, so that I don't have to worry about because working in international school means full-time pay, right? So my direction is different, and I like the school environment because there are other things aside from teaching music. I can do co-curricular activities, organize school events in that sense. And then, of course, I can explore the things that I'm sharing with the teachers now, like music tech and all that. Because I think in Malaysia, teaching piano doesn't involve a lot of technology.
Yeah, before a pandemic, yes lah. But right now we cannot escape from that already.
Exactly. So that's why my niche is a little bit different. Yeah. So I kind of admire, people like yourself. You really see the importance of changing the direction for your business. Otherwise, it cannot sustain itself in the long term, right? Do you see other people among the peers, your peers in the industry? Like,
I don't have time to look around. I do not know. I don't observe what's happening around me lah. I know what I'm doing is right and is giving me a very, very good results. We now have our own piano teaching method book, which is suitable for online class.
I see.
Yeah, and our sign up rate is so high. And we have students from Middle East, Qatar, we have Singapore, and also students from other states like Kelantan, Kedah, and everywhere. And now we are into developing our own ukulele and drum online lesson syllabus, which thanks to you, that's why my sister able to write a book. Yeah.
I see.
And we even tap on to A1 management system, student management system. Yes, it's very good because now we have so many students. We have more than 300 students. So we need a management system to help us to track.
LMS.
Yes, especially to track the online students, which is from other countries and other states, is very difficult because it's not from our own branch, Puchong branch. It's like from online outside. So we charge them like per package, like 12 lesson per term, like that per term. It's different from our usual school rates because they are not monthly per term because we never know about online classes can be very short term. What if after 3 months no more pandemic? Or after 3 months no more MCO or something like that. So that's why we take package. If monthly also very difficult because monthly you cannot see progress.
Yes.
Let's say the online student sign up 1 month, you cannot see anything very fast. They say not interested and no improvement, no progress. But 3 months you sure can see something.
Yeah, because there's a fixed timeline, right? So they expect to see some kind of improvement halfway through that. Yeah.
So that's why I encourage them to take the 12 lessons. 3 months 12 lessons. Yeah. We actually give discount for taking longer times. Yes, to let them know how to say integrate into the system that you need to practice and everything, then you will show progress. If 1 month really very hard to see, when they finally get to the momentum, not interested, cannot play anything, cannot play any song. So 12 lessons is just nice.
I see. I mean, I know that our first lockdown started since last March, year 2020. But you say your package is by 12,
3 months.
3 months, right? So do you have any students who have went beyond 3 months?
Yeah, since last year, I have students from Kedah, never gave up on me until now.
Oh.
Yeah, really. Yes, actually.
How old is this student?
6 years old only, Last year was only 5. Yes.
I see. Wow.
Our target market actually, in fact, is very young as 5 to 8 years old. The reason is this group of students, they cannot easily learn from Simply Piano apps, or they cannot simply learn from YouTube. If they don't have any basic, how they're going to watch the YouTube, the thing and follow? The rhythm and the beat also not well developed yet.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's why we capture this market. We specialize in this market, and our system runs so well that I train 4 or 5 our teachers, our piano teachers, to teach online piano students only. Now, without me giving trial class, my teachers give trial class also can sign up student 100%.
I wish I got a clap button. I need to prepare one of those things next time. Wow.
Initially, I feel like very tiring. Every time I have to give trial class, and then after sign up, I have to pass to my teachers. But I don't want to do that because students sign up because of you, of course, of the teacher who give trial class. So I would rather give this opportunity to the teachers to try it out. Yes, and again, like I say, integrity lah. So those teachers that I trusted, I trained them personally under my hand. Is actually I really go through with them lah. We need to trust each other. The method that I developed is not like just so easily plucked from Google. I developed it almost 1 year. Since last year MCO until now. I keep on do research. I fine tune my things. Yes. You don't want somebody just take your resources and just reproduce and take it as their own.
I understand. Yeah. So, I think we talk a lot about what you are already doing to cope with the pandemic. I mean, that is one of the few changes in your example. I know your school's example, but what was the initial difficulties at first? Yeah, the very initial. I mean, that's why you mentioned briefly that parents and students, they're not convinced learning online.
I don't know how to use Zoom. It's true. I don't even know how to click the audio. Why no sound? I even tested with my sister at the time, first MCO, my sister cannot come over to my house. I keep calling her, hey May, why cannot no sound? Why no audio? Then when I join in too full, why got echo? How?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to use Zoom. It's true. I don't know how to share screen. I don't know how to do this. I don't know that. Then my student actually, she's attending her own school, international school Zoom classes. My teenager student taught me how to share screen. She had to record video. Teacher like that, press this. Then I say how to annotate. Nah, you press this. Yeah, my student actually teach me, they taught me how to, my teenager student lah, those like grade 6, 7, 8, they are quite old enough lah. They are attending the international school, so the school also using the same platform. So they teach me how to use.
That's good. Wow. Yeah, I think technology things is the first challenge for a lot of our peers because we never have to do it.
Yeah, I just told my sister, never in my life, 17 years ago, I have to teach piano through online like that.
Through a flat screen.
Watch movie, we saw them video call, but I never thought this would happen to our country and
in our lifetime, for that matter.
Yeah. I mean, you watch in the movie, like, you saw those people like so high tech, Oh, I never thought that it would happen, Like right now, I never thought it would happen like that. The view like this, yeah.
And just like now your own makeshift studio at home also, all kinds of things behind.
Oh, I never thought that. Like few years back before pandemic, I'm sure you watch a lot of American movie, you saw them video call. To them it's like very normal video call. To us, the Asian people, Asian people more conservative kind of person, we don't video call actually.
Yeah. It's a very strange concept.
Yes, we usually do video call, so we find it like American movies, like why they always video call. But right now it's like a norm already.
Yeah, just like this interview, if there was no pandemic, we could have just met up in person.
Yes, maybe we met in person and then just Facebook Live in front. I don't know.
Yeah, but now we are all stuck to our house, so there's no choice. We have to interview like this. In fact, it's because of this lockdown that I want to, try to interview people, talk to people, because I'm tired of talking to myself.
Oh, okay.
In that sense, yeah. Okay. And I think for me now it's a very interesting time to talk to people like yourself and a few other friends that I have, because we are all experiencing this pandemic in a very different way. Everyone is experiencing different ways. There is some shared experience, but how we cope with it, I think that's the part that I want to know. And
everybody also struggle lah. Not just us. Maybe someone else even face even more difficult situation lah. But most important is we don't give up lah. We just have to change the situation to become a better situation lah. I'm not even locked down and have to figure out how to teach piano online. I have to teach my 3 children.
Yes.
4 years old, 8 years old, and 11 years old, and I'm from Sekolah Kebangsaan. I don't understand Chinese. I need to teach my son Chinese. Yes. When I enroll him to Chinese school, I expect he learn Chinese from school. But now I have to learn Chinese together with him. And I have to teach my youngest daughter because she's at this age, 4 turning 5. She need to learn how to read. At least basic learn how to read. And I have to learn phonics to teach her how to read. So you see how challenging, even become a mother and locked down with own career and business,
Yeah, that's why I really respect you, because you are running this business like almost 24/7, and you are also running your household.
Yes.
That's crazy. Okay, I'm still a single girl here, okay? So I'm like, in a way still kind of relaxed, and then I see you running your business and running your family. I'm like, oh my god,
and they cannot even go daycare, and they're forced not safe to go daycare lah.
Yeah.
So they are at home with me like 24 hours, like for 7 days. Like every day I wake up and sleep also can see them.
I really, really hope that it gets easier for you, and I mean not only just you, for all those working mothers. I really hope it gets easy.
But my situation still considered okay. They are not too young. My eldest one already 11 and second one is 8. They can do a bit housework. They can take care of the younger sister. But if you imagine the baby type is really very difficult.
Yeah.
The baby type and toddlers type is very difficult.
Yeah. I do have some friends like that. Yeah, it's very tough. They cannot even work.
Yeah, if
the baby
type
is the work.
Yeah, if baby, you cannot put them and watch TV.
Yeah.
You have to always keep on carrying them, It's a bit difficult lah.
Okay. We have deviated from quite a lot of things, right? But aside from the technological things, the parents thing, the students thing, the difficulties, what other difficulties? Was it... Okay, how about this question? Was it difficult for your teachers, your
Yes.
colleagues to accept
Yes,
that
that
this
is the
is-
main. Yes, wow, this one really headache. But then, we always have a 3 months once teacher meeting, and I will ask all my teachers to share their teaching method. We cannot force them to use my way, and I want to know what makes them teach. Everybody have their own way of teaching, even though online, yeah, they may have their own style that is comfortable and suitable for them, for their style. So I ask them to share to each other. Maybe some teachers like to use back like, not to say old way lah, like doing whiteboard or flashcards, everything like physical flashcard, this kind of thing. It's okay as long it works. So in the end, it's some like very high tech, use like you using all the high tech stuffs, you know. But then in the end, actually only one thing. What we need is sincerely teach from our heart. The children will feel it. The parents will feel it, regardless how good or how terrible you use the Zoom or Skype or whatever. But they can feel that you're really sincerely teaching them, and they can show progress. The children can actually feel that this teacher put effort to do all these things, you know. Yeah, and then they will progress from there. I have teachers who are very old, 63 years old. What do you expect? Yeah, but she never give up. She still learn how to use Zoom. She learned how to use Zoom and teach like normal lah. Just teach like normal. Just the Zoom is for her. It's like a video call like that, because bigger screen. Yeah, just for a video call, and she just teach and demo on the piano just like that. But we are totally fine as long the sound is clear, the vision is clear for both sides lah. Teachers and students is fine. She do not know how to share screen is fine, so she just share screen from her book lah, the physical book lah. She show from there lah. Or take photo and share to the student lah. She put a lot of effort lah. I try to minimize her effort. I mean, not minimize her work lah. So actually I teach her how to share screen, all these things, so it's easier. If you draw on the PDF file, it's easier than you put your book like this.
I find that
I even have the teacher who doesn't he doesn't use Zoom. He always uninstall his Zoom.
you mentioned
He only
this to
use
me,
WhatsApp video call and Skype. Yes, but it's fine. This is the way he's teaching. In fact, I'm very respect him. He's been teaching this group of ukulele students now, 4 ukulele students since last March MCO until now, non-stop renewing the 12 package, the 12 lessons package.
Wow.
This is already, don't know, the 4th time paying the 12 lessons really. Yeah.
As I was
use Skype only.
I was about to mention just now about old teachers. I'm not sure if you know about this, but I find that training teachers, older, I would say the senior teachers, it's best if you can introduce them to the tech bit by bit. That means you introduce this one thing, then you get them to practice using it for a week.
Yes.
Then you slowly add on. Add on.
So first thing, must know how to on the Zoom lah, how to schedule meeting, on the video and audio. Okay, everything is fine. Then I'll teach her next step, how to share screen. She doesn't need much lah. She only need to learn how to share screen. That's it. That's all. And annotate lah. Maybe she want to draw something. That's it. That's all. Nothing much lah. Because you teach too much, so she cannot cope.
Yes. Yeah.
Just keep it simple, and both sides also happy. The children happy. The teachers happy. That's it.
Yeah. It is important that both sides can experience the lessons, teach and experience the lesson comfortably. I think that's the thing about online now, because it's online classes. They call it Zoom fatigue. Have you heard about it? Means people get very tired to be in front of the screen, and it's
actually
real,
it's just an excuse lah. Depends. It's an excuse lah. Sometimes just depends lah. Actually, whoever who say the Zoom fatigue is it a student or employee or a teacher?
I think both. Because
boss?
for myself, I teach because I don't teach one-on-one at the moment. I'm teaching because I teach in international school, so it's big group of students. So like, can you imagine like 10-15 students and one teacher is handling them in the online Zoom? Oh my god, I'm sure you know that because you mentioned to me yesterday that you teach kindergarteners online. And how big is the class?
40 kids.
I don't know how you do it. I teach my year
But
one
my
student.
classes, how old are your kids first? How old are the students?
My youngest students are year one. So year one is about 5-6 years old. I think even the
Okay,
eldest
but
is 7
depends
lah.
on your depends on your syllabus of your class. My class is music and movement. So we only dance, sing, and play music instruments. That's it. So we need to mute everybody. Because impossible for 40 kids, they play their instruments and sing together. It will be super noisy. So I need to mute everybody. When I need response, I will unmute a group of students and tell them to give me response. Let's say I want to help them to sing the solfege. Yeah. I'll call the names and unmute the students. I lock the unmute button. So once I lock it, nobody can unmute.
Yeah, you told me about
that's
this
how I do
yesterday.
it. Yes, yes. So that's why I like to use Zoom. Zoom is so useful,
It's a good tool. There's a lot of features. That's for sure.
But my schedule, my duration is not so long. It's just only 30 minutes only my class. 30 to 45 minutes. I don't know how long is your class.
1 hour.
It's very long. And they cannot concentrate.
Yes.
They
So I
cannot.
have to do different kinds of activities throughout the 1 hour. So I will usually have a warm-up dance, like a warm-up dance activity. If they like it, we will do it one more time, because after that we'll be doing a lot of sitting down. And then I will teach them concepts. I teach them actual music concepts. So we will use different websites. I have to teach them how to click, things like that. And then after that, because you sit for like half an hour, they cannot sit still anymore. So after half an hour or so,
Because your class is more really need interaction. So your style, your syllabus is different from mine. Mine is like totally just let it go. We have to dance and sing and play instruments.
yeah, and it's only very short, half an hour. So,
Yes, very short, half an hour. Very short.
yeah, good and bad. The I think duration really depends on the.
But
the
if like
requirement.
I got teach a group like this group theory class for 6-7 years old, 1 hour, but cannot allow students, maximum 8. If I'm more than 8, then I have to have another assistant. We do breakup rooms.
This is for the
Group theory class.
Group theory class.
Group theory class.
Oh. Even group theory also, 8 is also very big already.
Not really. We all do together.
Do together, right? Because I don't think there's a lot of interaction with students. Mainly
Yes,
if
I
the
need
teacher-
to share screen. I will ask them. I will make a PowerPoint, very simple PowerPoint. Let's say ask them which one. What major is this? Let's say I give a scales. Okay, what major is this? So my answer like number 1, like an objective question A B C D. So everybody is mute, right? So they already have their cards there. Show me your card.
Oh.
In 5 seconds, answer me. Show me your card. A, B, C, or D.
So I noticed something since just now. Your students, do you prepare materials for them like they have
Print themselves. They have
they
to
print themselves?
Print themselves.
I see.
Depends. If like no MCO, and actually they can come and collect from my school. But some parents so scared to come up from their house, they don't even dare to go to my school there and collect.
Aiyo.
So they have to print themselves. Yes. Actually, I already know. Usually, government always announce MCO like 2-3 days before. So we know that. So during that, usually it's over the weekend. So I will ask them Saturday, Sunday, come my school and collect whatever papers and cards, flash cards, everything. So get ready.
Wow. A lot of
With so
prep
many
work.
time of MCO and CMCO already been through so many times. We know already.
Yeah.
Okay, MCO again. Parents, weekend, come to my school, collect cards. Yeah, so many rounds until we are so sian already.
I think you will find that I don't think it's just me, right? The actually online classes have a lot of preparation, right, as compared to the normal.
It's a lot of preparation, actually, a lot of preparation. And because they cannot focus, so yeah, you need to do a lot of things. If not, the student really cannot understand and cannot follow.
Yeah.
But for older student and higher grade, it's fine. They are old enough, mature enough. Actually, I don't even need to use Zoom. Sometimes I just WhatsApp video call only.
Yeah. You don't have to see
Because they are old
their
enough.
hands. Yeah.
I don't see. Yes, I still can see their hands, but the phone have to put in a proper position.
Because I have experience teaching this student, this ex-student of mine during MCO last year. He's preparing for grade 4 or grade 5, I can't remember. Anyway, his video quality, I cannot I cannot accept it, but no choice because that's the only device he have. And then he doesn't have a phone stand, nothing, you know. He just put the phone at the edge of the piano. So most of the time I can see his upper body. I cannot see his fingers, hands at all. So every time he like make a mistake in playing scales, especially, you can tell one as a teacher, if you're experienced enough, you can tell the student used the wrong fingering.
Yeah.
Have you experienced that during your lessons?
You feel that like why not so smooth? Because they didn't turn their finger or something. They're like tok 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 like that. The younger one. No, they are not using all 5 fingers. You'll find that why missing one note like that?
Yeah.
Most likely they put on the wrong fingering. That's why they don't have finger number 5 to press on the other note.
I feel like we teachers we develop another superpower, you know, during this online learning, teaching and learning.
And actually, your hearing skill will be so much better now, you know. You know why? I have to catch my student play 1 semitone lower, you know. Hey, I don't think you got play the double sharp. Then the student like, wow, teacher double sharp also can hear. So you like, I feel like tak betul like that. Why like 1 note lower like that, you know? The worst thing is my student piano, a real upright piano, whole piano is 1 semitone lower.
Yes.
Their middle C is my B, you know.
Yes.
Luckily, I have a keyboard, so I transpose my keyboard to match the sound. I was thinking, why you never play B flat? I could play. Then she actually showed me, really, wow, you play B flat, but why it doesn't sound like B flat? Can you play middle C for me? Oh no, it's out of tune already. It's 1 semitone lower. Everything was semitone.
Aiyo, seriously.
So I have to use the transpose button to click, 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 click.
Yeah, I also did experience that. It's very painful because like your ears are tuned to the normal range.
Yes.
And the student didn't tune the piano, like ayo.
But you cannot blame them. Like now, MCO, you want to ask somebody to come and tune. Parents may not feel safe, and you know. Actually, my piano need to tune also.
All the adjustments that we have to make for all this. Yeah. So this one also you mentioned a little bit already. This one you mentioned a bit about this feedback from, you know, parents, colleagues, students. I mean, are they more? I mean, as compared to when it first happened, they are more receptive now, I believe, and because of that, the way you progress in this business, you also got more enrollment as well. Like, what other positive or maybe negative feedback that you can share about this whole situation?
So far, no lah. Actually, mostly are very positive. Once we say everything go online, okay, better.
Automatic. Everyone's autopilot now.
Except toddler music class. Because we cannot blame them. They're just only 2-3 years old. We cannot do anything. But my toddler online music class still very successful. I still have students sign up.
Oh. But the parents have to participate.
Of course,
with them,
because they are so young. So usually, why toddler music class the student don't sign up or don't want to continue? Mostly it's because of the parents. Because 2-3 years old, you cannot expect them to sit like that throughout the whole 30 minutes. Sure, halfway they will go there, here and there. But some parents cannot take it. They feel that the half an hour you should sit there. But children eventually they will come back. Sometimes they run around, they see something interesting, they will sit down and do. Then after that, not interesting, they go around. But it doesn't mean that they are not learning, you know. But it's actually up to the parents. But some parents are very, very supportive. Even the child is not really participative, but they feel that the kids can learn. They continue to sit down and encourage them, play together, dance together, jump together, everything. They actually carry and jump and run. You know. I have this student last year, MCO. We will be a group, not just one, a group of toddler class. That means when they are 3 years old. Can you imagine that? Last year, MCO been online with me. Until now, they graduated. They promoted to keyboard class. They can play piano already. Yes. All four of them 4 years old now. They can play keyboard. Simple lah, CDE, like that,
Do you find that they are more disciplined?
Yes, they're very much different from other.
batch?
Yeah, not only is it previous batch, even some 4 years old who try to come for trial class, they can't even sit still. They run around, bang the piano. But to these 4 students, they're so used to it. It's just a keyboard. Why want to bang, bang, bang?
Because they are already exposed to it.
Yes, because last year we already explore the keyboard. I let them explore. You play the white keys. Any white keys will do. They already done enough the bang bang thing already. They already went through the bang bang phase already. And the black color keys, I let them bang. They don't know how to find 2 black keys is fine. They just bang bang bang. As long they can differentiate black and white keys is good enough. Then eventually I get them the 2 black keys, 3 black keys, CDE, all this thing. Yeah, but you can see some 4 years old, they sign up. I mean, their trial class, they still bang the keyboard, like don't know what's going on, like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But for my 4 students, they are so used to it already. So when they see the student, why they keep banging? Because they know that it's a keyboard.
And this is group class.
Online. Group class online, 4 of them, 4 years old.
I see. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I think we cover quite a lot of things. But I'm curious, like, to know, moving forward, what's your game plan?
My game plan? What's my game plan? Oh. Okay, my game plan.
Yeah, like, because you're in this situation now and seems like things are going smooth. So, what's the next thing?
Forwards. Start local, go global. Nice, huh?
Nice.
Start local and go global. Forwards,
I think you're already heading there. Like,
yes.
How many international students you have now?
Not a lot, but we want to move towards that. Our music school will become virtual music school that can be accessible by everyone all around the world. But not now lah. I'm still approaching some platforms to help me promote.
Yeah, you definitely need this kind of.
There's a lot of platform that you can park your program there and sell.
Yes, a lot. A lot of work. But do you have your own website?
No. And then the amazing thing is, all my leads and students is organic leads.
Yeah,
I didn't run Facebook ads at all. I've stopped running Facebook ads for 6 months already. No more than that, maybe 8 months.
Yeah, I understand why, because it's not very effective, right?
It's not effective. Now my leads are all organic leads. They're recommended by friends, and then I do not know how. They click on my profile, they click on my page, and they just come in like that.
Even
and mostly
the international students.
Yes, mostly are genuine, not the playing fool like that.
Okay, but how did they get to know? I'm curious how the international students found you.
I didn't share out. Actually, they are Malaysian but residing at other countries. Yes.
I see. That makes sense. Because I thought that they are really like.
Because I didn't even promote to other countries. Yeah, I just promote around my area. I mean the Puchong group, the Facebook group, all this stuff.
Yeah, Facebook groups.
Mothers groups, all these things. That's all I do lah. But I never run ads.
Yeah. I do agree to some extent. The ads are a waste of money. I tried.
Yes. I don't dare to run ads because I don't want to spoil my target market. Because if your setting is not right, you will get certain group of not your target market people to start clicking it.
Correct.
And then when they start clicking it, it will cost you some cost, like 10 cents per click or something like that. And the click is actually no reason. They just click for fun. They are not even a mother, and they're not even from the country that I target.
Yeah. A lot of try and error in this kind of social media ads, because even I also tried. I don't find it effective. So recently I'm also like self-learning how to. I am sure you heard of this word, SEO.
Oh, the search engine
optimization. Yeah.
Yes.
So SEO is one of those things that I think you probably would want to look into, because you use social media to market your business. So you have to learn how to optimize certain keywords, how when to post, what kind of content you put out there. So I'm not sure whether you saw or not, but my Instagram for Cherthemusic, I'm doing some different things over there now. So
I want to tell you, actually, I'm not really that high tech. I Instagram, I I don't really Instagram or TikTok lah, mostly on Facebook lah. But my students say, my teenager students say, teacher, if you're still on Facebook, you're old.
it's true. I have to say that's true.
Then she say, you should Instagram. Okay. You should IG. Okay.
I think Instagram is not too bad because your target audience will still be in Instagram.
I'm not used to it lah. Actually, I'm more on Facebook lah.
But it's fine. You can, how to say, I have learned this the hard way. People always say, be the master of one, not jack of all trades. It's good to master one particular platform like Facebook. So maybe for now, you are pretty good at marketing yourself on Facebook. That's fine. Then eventually, you can go into IG or Instagram because I find it quite interesting. The sharing of content there, the style is very different from Facebook. Whatever you do on Facebook will not necessarily work on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now also I exploring lah. But right now I'm so very tied up with a lot of things to do.
Yeah. Understand.
Yeah.
So your current goals is to go international. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. No, the forwards. Start local. Go global.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very, very corporate feel.
Very corporate feel.
Yeah.
We should have some kind of direction. If not, we will forever stuck in the same place.
Yeah.
Even don't worry about dreaming big lah. You must have big dreams because along the way, if you can't achieve, it doesn't matter one. Because the process of achieving it, you really progress that much.
Yeah. The process. I think the process is very important, and it's something that I've also been sharing with my teacher friends also, like, or even junior teachers that are under me. I also told them that you have to start from this. If you are so scared to try this out, how are you going to be confident in it? Right? It's very hard to be confident at something if you don't try it. So yeah, that's important, especially during this time. If we don't take the opportunity to grow and learn now, I think anybody would find it very hard to cope in the next next 3 years. 2 to 3 years.
Most important, have to be adaptable and don't give up so easily lah.
Yes. So, like, what's your hope now? I mean, I know your game plan already, but what's your hope? I mean, can I get something a bit? I know that you are very focused in your business, but have you ever considered like how our Malaysian music teaching business how it can grow better? The first thing they have to accept lah, e-learning is a new norm, including subjects that's so sophisticated like music instruments lesson. Yeah, because I understand that the sounds and the touch of it cannot compare to physical classes, but we have to accept this is the new norm. We just need to, along the way, how to make it even better, to adjust and adapt until like almost similar like physical class. You see, even our ABRSM exam, the examination board, the major examination board, also going to do the online theory exam like for permanent. See, if you don't grow, they're already doing that. Either you grow together or become obsolete lah. Yeah.
And then the online piano performance grade exam actually is just video submission lah. Even though if you are very conservative kind of ABRSM piano teachers, you will stick to the scales,
The
sight reading, the oral test, everything. Yeah, actually it's still a very good skills. You can still teach your student, but have to be change your mindset lah. This is the way lah. Because I still know that some teachers are still hoping for physical exam. Yes, and in fact they still enroll the student for the grade 6, 7, 8 theory paper exam. I see the way of the trend of the cases. I don't think it's suitable. I straight away tell my grade 8 theory student, the grade 8 student, maybe we just have to on hold lah. No choice really until they have the online exam for this grade 6, 7, 8 theory, or else they just on hold lah.
Yeah.
As in they still can learn. They still can learn. I mean, they still can learn. They still can do the past year. That's it lah. Because if you register, again have to refund. Register, have to refund. How many rounds really?
It's a vicious cycle. I'm also like, and I see the trend. They only have up to grade 5 theory. And I hope they come up with a solution fast, because so far, from what I see, only ABRSM is running the theory exams online. I'm not aware of other examination boards running online theory. Not even Trinity, right?
Yeah, so I can say it seems like will be, at least the theory exam actually is definitely will be online already. Definitely online. It's just the piano exam, whether they can do back the usual one, the practical exam, that one is a bit difficult. Maybe next time they can develop a software, I don't know, a platform that's something clearer than Zoom. Yeah, they can actually access like very on real time, C major scale, they can play and can hear very nicely. Because I've enrolled my son to certain enrichment courses. They don't use Zoom or Google Meet for their classes. They have their own website platform like that. The sound is so clear, the share screen is so very nice, but it is not the this type Zoom or Microsoft Team, not even that. So maybe in future they will develop something similar. Yeah. And then by that time, our music teaching also have to be like this, so online for convenience purpose or something. Yeah.
It's I think it's what we call it, growing pains.
Yeah.
Growing pains of the industry. We certainly have to change overnight, but like what you say, the first step to this entire thing is acceptance.
Acceptance, yes.
Yeah, acceptance.
Yeah. If you want to change, have to change fast, because things happen so fast, We need to be the pioneer.
You're right. Right. So, we have come to the end of this chat already. Actually, it's quite long. Quite long.
Quite long.
I expect it to be quite long. But
okay.
But just before you go, maybe you want to give do a plug on your business, like how people can reach you or contact you. Want to
contact me.
Share how they can find you.
I should say earlier.
It's okay.
Okay, let's put my contact number. Either they want to scan me or they can direct number.
Wow.
But very high tech now. Actually, you can
Very
scan. You try and scan. You can scan my number. I think. Try and scan.
Wait, where's my phone? Oh, okay.
So you can scan.
I think can. Let me try.
Yeah, try and scan. I also try and scan myself and see. Can. Wow, high tech can add contact cool.
Phone. No, okay. But in case we have listeners to my podcast, like where can they find you? How they can search for you?
My page. My page. You can find my page
on Facebook, right? You can
Facebook.
Look for Fusion
Music Studio.
Fusion Music Studio
Puchong, mascot Puchong.
Okay, so Fusion Music Studio Puchong. So that's how they can find you on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, if you scan me, also can see my website already, I think. Let's try scan again.
I think if my listeners are watching the video, it's fine. But if they are just listening, maybe they can just quickly search on their device. Yeah, that's why I want you to mention it.
Yeah. Okay,
so Facebook is the place, okay? If you want to look for online music academy, you can look for, Fusion Music Studio Puchong. You know what? Thank you very much, Amanda. Thank you so much for your time. I do hope that I can have you on the podcast again sometime in future, and hopefully I can invite Felicia together with you as well. Maybe a 1 year update.
1 year update. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. How has this whole thing panned out? How has your global game plan?
Should. So that it make me keep going. You ask me whether I go global already or not. I have to go global already.
Okay. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Okay.
Wow. I hope that you are inspired by Amanda's sharing. There is so much to pick on that I don't think 1 hour is enough. One thing is for sure, we can't experience growth or change unless we are the first to take the step of trying. This interview has left me hopeful for the future of music education. because of industrious teachers like Amanda. Never give up in whatever you do, as long as you put your heart and passion in it. Once again, I'm Sherilyn, your host of Adventures of a Music Educator, and signing out till the next episode. Bye!